It's your boy Flex Money back with another video, and today we got college football official gameplay. I did see a little bit. I seen the trailer. I seen the Madden trailer too. But cause I seen it, cause I seen Jay react to the shit. You feel me? Appreciate the follow, by the way. But yeah. So we just gonna watch Eric Wayweather. We just gonna see him react to this real quick. I kind of seen. I know it's new equipment in college, new equipment. I know the Madden trailer was like mostly about franchise and shit. Yeah, but everything you know about me is only know about my Twitch, TikTok, all that. But yeah, man. College 26, please be good. Please, 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 please. You know what's coming out. If it's not, you know nobody's gonna be playing the game. You know what people are gonna be playing. You know GTA comes out like 2K, 2K, college, and Madden. If you're not good, we're still gonna probably buy you, but you want longevity. Yeah, I'm getting 27 too, but I low-key want the 150. I just gotta find out to get it. I'm not gonna lie, I just gotta find a way to get the 150 one so I can get the deluxe edition for Madden and the one for college too. You feel me? But cause do y'all know what game comes out in November, right? Like I don't know, like especially 2K, like you know what game's coming out in November, right? Lock in. Y'all all better lock in. That's all we gotta say. I know everybody's saying it. I don't know why y'all don't. You'll rather listen to yourself. Ain't y'all supposed to listen to the community? Because we're the ones buying you the games. You feel me? Like, we're the ones paying y'all. Like, that's reality. So you better make the game good, motherfucker. Okay? Because 26 was okay. 25 was okay. But we don't want okay. We want amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying okay. I know other motherfuckers are gonna say that junk was trash, but I'm gonna just say okay. You feel me? But let's see what this. I know we got no equipment. I know they got the tush pushes. I seen that they got like a green line foot or like if it doesn't red. I hope we could turn it off because that's straight bullshit right there. I did not like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck that out.
Early,
But
so I'm
let's
going
see
to be
what.
showing you
Hold on.
everything you need to know about gameplay
Next
this
time,
year.
hop on
This video
Fortnite
is
or
sponsored
COD.
by EA, and I was
I'll
on
hop
a
on
work in
probably
progress
Fortnite.
build. In this gameplay video, we're going to be looking at the complete overhaul to defense, which now includes smart zones, the ability to roll
I actually gotta
coverage,
focus so
plaster
I can actually
coverage,
do good
and
at
more.
defense.
Offense
See,
is
look,
always fun in college.
Y'all see the line? Y'all see the line right there?
The ability
This
to
is
roll
college.
coverage, plaster
Look,
coverage.
that line, they gonna have like a 2K line now. So yellow catches, green obviously catches, and red don't. But I hope we can change that, cause if we gotta get used to it, bro, niggas gonna be
And
getting
more.
red all the
Offense is
damn
always
time.
fun in college
And
football,
imagine your
but this
player
year the
open.
defense has
Niggas
the
gonna be
answers.
heated. Y'all
There's also
see it?
some other great new features like
You see that
timing-based
jump?
catching, which adds more skill
Oh,
to both
hell
sides of the
no.
ball, as well as custom adjustments.
Oh,
And it's not
hell
just about the
no.
gameplay itself, but everything around it, from new presentation elements to dynamic weather, and of course, tons of new on-field drip. Now we have to start on the defensive side of the ball. This year you have the ability to play aggressive, ultra aggressive, conservative, or ultra conservative coverage. So in this example, I'm playing aggressive because I want to clamp down on those underneath routes, and you're going to notice that my defenders are going to be all over those shallow routes. Now, of course, that's going to leave you more vulnerable on the deep routes, but this is going to ensure that you take away those short routes. Now, of course, we've had shading in the past, but this just kind of provides even more aggression on those underneath routes. Here, for example, I'm playing conservative, and you can see how the zones are drifting back, and we're able to get a pick there and actually turn this around for a pick six. In this year's game, you're going to notice that zone coverage is much improved. Zones are smarter now, reacting to players coming into their area. They're not just going to always stand around and cover grass. They're going to try to attack anything that they see coming into their area of the field. And with these aggressive and conservative style play calls, you can set your defense up for success based on the down and the distance.
In the stream for a little while. Like, that's actually crazy. Tomorrow, I don't believe you. But I appreciate you doing the stream, though.
As you can see here, the linebacker for Ohio State, not only is he playing conservative, but he is drifting with the receiver, not just standing in his one area the entire play. Now here in this example, we are backing up our coverage.
Watch another stream, like, you feel me? Flex, when you finish, show us that new Hellcat.
and also playing conservative. And
My bad,
again, you're going to notice the linebacker is going to drift back. He is going to bail and pick up the route that's coming into his zone. We're able to click on
lock in
and
on
get an
gameplay.
interception. Now with this comes all new coaching adjustments for strategies. You can set your zones to aggressive or conservative in this menu if you want, or you can call them on field. But what's
Why you
really
always
interesting
do
is
that?
the plaster coverage. This is going to allow your zone coverage to bail out on the back end and man up when the QB starts breaking the pocket, when those plays break down. So you can set this to aggressive.
You're
Wait,
using
hold on, let
AI
me focus.
every day,
Even
but
though
you're
I know,
leaving.
hey, bro, stop showing me. I'm poor, man. Give me some bread. Hey, I'm about to pour brain
Timing to aggressive or conservative if you want them to
You ain't me do nothing. Let me chill out, bro.
the back
appreciate
end
you
and
doing the
man
stream, man.
up
How's your
when
day
the
going,
QB
man?
starts breaking
I'm tripping, chat. All right, let me focus, YouTube.
conservative in this menu if you want, or you can call them on field. But what's really interesting is the plaster coverage. This is going to
How you
allow
do
this
this?
menu comes all up the route that's coming into his zone. We're able to click on and get an interception. Now with this comes all new coaching adjustments for strategies. You can set your zones to aggressive or conservative in this menu if you want, or you can call them on field. But what's really interesting is the plaster coverage. This is going to allow your zone coverage to bail out on the back end and man up when the QB starts breaking the pocket, when those plays break down. So you can set this to aggressive. You can even set your timing to aggressive or conservative if you want them to bail on their zones even quicker. And this is going to help on a lot of plays, like I said, where those quarterbacks get out of the pocket and they start rolling out or the plays break down. You're going to notice now that the defense is going to do a better job at bailing on their zones. As you can see here, the linebacker is going to match this guy and carry him over the middle, taking away that throwing lane. Here you see the deep zone just in general playing a lot smarter. As he sees somebody coming
That's
into his
actually
area,
smart.
he kind of clamps down on it and gets in position.
that's clamp.
Overall, you're just going to notice much better coverage from the defense this
have
year.
a-
And with all of the new adjustments you can make, you can really set your defense.
Bro, literally, yeah.
You're going to notice much better
That's a catch, right? You throw it. I don't know.
coverage from the defense this year, and with all of the new adjustments you can make, you can really set your defense up for success. And the defense doesn't
Yeah, I
stop
see
there
that
with
meter
coaching
pissing me
adjustments.
off
On your
right now.
defensive line, you can set your pass rush
see it.
aggression as well to conservative or aggressive based on if you want them to go for the big plays, but also you can give up some big plays as well. You can also set your
You can
gap
set it off,
integrity
right?
on top of that to
Yeah.
conservative or aggressive, or you can always leave things balanced if you just kind of want it how it's been in years past. And it doesn't just stop there, because when you look at man coverage and matching zone coverages inside of your coaching adjustments, there's a lot of new options here to set them to perform in certain ways versus certain alignments, giving you the most control ever over how your defense plays. Jumping into practice mode here to show you some other changes. If you want to quick adjust this year, you simply only have to press the Y or triangle button once, and then every single defender gets their own icon now. So if I want to put the linebacker on the left into a hard flat, I would just press the Y button, then the LB button, and then choose the hard flat assignment. The LB or L1 button brings up your custom, then the LB.
Wait,
If I
what
want to
he
put
said?
the
He said-
linebacker
He said LB. Let me try to actually listen. So I can actually do this, like, dead ass.
here to show you some other changes. If
I
you
want
want
to
to
get better, I actually should, like, actually dead ass.
control
make
ever
this
over how your defense plays. Jumping into practice mode here to show you some other changes. If you want to quick adjust this year, you simply only have to press the Y or triangle button once, and then every single defender gets their own icon now. So if I want to put the linebacker on the left into a hard flat, I would just press the Y button, then the LB button, and then choose the hard flat assignment.
LB.
The LB or L1 button brings up your custom
Hey, bro,
adjustments,
don't
which
ask
we'll
me that
talk about a
question.
little more later, but they have some presets already built in. So if I want to stop a scramble, I can select play QB scramble, and you can see that it adds contains and a spy. I can do things like fake pressure, which is showing the blitz. I can blitz all
But hold on,
and
how
a
do
spy.
that?
I can do things like fake pressure, which is showing the blitz. I can blitz all.
Oh my god, I know.
I can
now.
play the inside
No. Fake
run,
blitz.
which will pinch and crash my line. I can play
Oh my god, yeah, I'm definitely. If I'm, oh my god, that sounds amazing. Like, make it like you're about to fake blitz whole time. You're really not. Oh my god.
the outside run, which will
That might
spread and
be-
crash them the opposite way.
that might
And the
fuck up
left
a
trigger
nigga
will
brain
control
whole
your
time he
secondary
thinking about doing it.
adjustments to
Whole
back
time
them,
you
press
not
them,
playing.
shade them, or play aggressive or conservative. Now we got to move to the offensive side of the ball, because offense is still very fun in college football. In fact, it does feel a little snappier, closer to how it
Oh, yeah,
did
Hill.
in 25.
Who's
Very
throwing
fun
the
in
ball?
college football.
Why the fuck we got Austin? Why you got Austin Mack? Yeah, I'm not using Austin Mack. I'm using.
In fact, it
Keelan
does feel a
Russell.
little
Our
snappier,
starting-
closer
I'm
to how
using
it did
our starting QB
in
this year.
25. The juke move specifically, I feel like, feels a lot
I'm using
better this
Keelan
year
Russell
than it did
26.
last year, so I'm sure offense is going to have a lot of fun with this game as well. Now, we have to talk about the new timing-based catching. You don't have to turn this on, but if you do, it's going to give you more control on both offense and defense, actually. You can time the ball as it arrives to you, and if you hit the green window, you're going to be almost guaranteed to get the catch, unless you get
Hollywood. Hold on.
arrives to you, and if you you more control on both offense and defense. Actually, you can time the ball as it arrives to you, and if you hit the green window, you're going to be almost guaranteed to get the catch unless you get knocked out by a big hit, which you'll see right here. We're going to green it, but we took a big hit, thus we dropped it. But in this example right here, even in double coverage, because it wasn't a massive hit, we were able to come down with it by perfectly timing our catch. So for those of you that want to have the one-on-one ball with the receiver and the DB, now both of you have control over this. If one person times their catch better, you can go up and win those battles. And aside from that, there was more one person times their catch better.
That's a good thing with the meter. You accidentally, like, say if you get a green and it's like a catch that you surprised you can't catch, you catch it.
You can go up and win those battles. And aside from that, there was more work done with wide receiver and DB interactions overall. So you're going to notice some different releases, some different chucks, more hand fighting, which is really cool to see, and some big hits as well. As you see here, I didn't time this right and I got taken out. Now we have to move to custom adjustments because this is one of the biggest changes.
Like, can we come down with those sometimes? Like, can we just hold on to the ball? Like, leave rest sometimes, bro.
To the game. So right here, you can see on the offensive side of the ball, I can set everything from my offensive line.
Custom adjustments of offensive line. Custom adjustments, okay.
I can decide if I want to double team somebody. I can decide who I want to ID on the defensive side of the ball. I can decide if I want to untarget a certain defender. And then I can go into my positions and I can put certain routes on the wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and so on. And as you can see here, I'm going through and just setting up kind of a new macro that I'll be able to use in game. Now here in game, I'm going to press the LB or L1 button. It's going to bring up my custom adjustments. I only have 2 that I put into the game, but you could do up to 10 on both sides of the ball, and it's going to put the appropriate routes, the appropriate blocking, everything that you set up on that screen that I showed you previously. No matter what formation it is, it's going to put the routes in as you had them. So if you have a couple of formations you run, you can kind of build out a bunch of custom setups, and then when you get into the game, you're not going to have to hot route 10 different things. You can just press a couple buttons and get right into them.
Hold on, this offense will be like offense.
Some adjustments. I only have 2 that I put into the game, but you could do up to 10 on both sides of the ball, and it's going to put.
That's a beautiful play. What play is this?
Adjustments. I only have 2 that I put.
What play is this?
Into the game, but you could do up.
I got custom adjustments
to 10 on.
Yeah, I'm using this play. It's either receiver B, like safe wise is receiver. Not dangerous, but you can try is Y. Obviously, all you can try, but
both sides of the ball, and it's gonna put the appropriate routes, the appropriate.
You got A too. Oh my God, A is the one that's really open. A is open already.
Blocking everything that you set up.
You just have to like make him like catch and type like forwards kind of.
On that screen that I showed you previously.
Yeah, I told you like B was
the appropriate routes, the appropriate blocking, everything that you set up on that screen that I showed you previously. No matter what formation it is, it's going to put the routes in as you had them. So if you have a couple of formations you run, you can kind of build out a bunch of custom setups. And then when you get into the game, you're not going to have to hot route 10 different things. You can just press a couple buttons and get right into them. But there are some generic ones that EA has set up in the game as well, like all verticals or mesh, which I audibled into right here. So on both sides of the ball, you have the EA ones that are available to you, and you're able to add some custom ones as well. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. And there's a bunch of different options that you can play around with. Like right here, I'm doing the double moves macro that EA had already set, and then I just audibled into basically an entirely different play.
If A just kept going that way,
I can't help but feel like I owe everyone something. What about the...
If A would have just kept going that way, chat, that's a tutty.
Now there was also some work done with tackling this year, so when you flick up on the right stick, that's
why he on the cover? It should have been Makai, K-Law, and Cam Coleman.
Gonna still be the hit stick. Down is still gonna be the cut stick. If you go left on the right stick, you're gonna do a lunge tackle. If you go right on the right stick, you're gonna do a wrap tackle.
There's like three other people on the deluxe edition. Like it's them on the cover and there's other players. Is Cam Coleman on that one? I don't know, but he should have been on the regular edition. I'm gonna keep it, but the regular edition cover low key do look better. But I'm
So now there's more control on that right stick for how you want to tackle an offensive player. And they also
I need
added a new
150 for that
QB
shit,
sneak
man.
meter. Yeah, we have
150
meters for
ain't
everything now, and based on how the defense is set up, the green window for this will be larger or smaller. So now the QB sneak has the appropriate animations behind it. Now you have more
that
control
shit
over
needs
whether or
to
not
get
you actually
the
get the
Madden
first
and,
down. Another cool thing they worked on this year was
college.
coach mode. You can enable this in the menu.
So I could get the Madden in the college early. I got it early last year. Just like I got it last
You
year.
can decide if you want to play as the quarterback or
think it
if
was
you
like
want it to be
130.
auto
I think it's
QB.
like
You can
130.
choose auto snap or regular snap, coach suggestions, and you even have a coach perspective camera. If you turn this on, you can watch from
have
the
a discount or
sideline
some shit.
like an actual coach, which is pretty cool. But if you don't want this on, you turn it off and you can just watch the standard camera. Another cool aspect to this is you can watch from the coach box like a coordinator. So notice in Kennesaw State, we're much closer to the field because it's a smaller stadium. But if we go to a stadium like Penn State,
That's crazy.
the press box is much higher up. And a lot of work was done with AI for this mode, not only with the ball carriers, but the defense and the quarterback decision making, so that coach mode now is a fun way to play the game, not only play now, but in Dynasty as well. And we have to talk about dynamic weather. Here I have it set to dynamic snow, and you'll notice earlier in the game, not a lot of snow. Now as we get into the fourth quarter, look how
snow.
much snow is accumulating on the field, and also just look at the field degradation and how
That
all of
snow
the
look
footprints
hot.
and everything are now tracking in the field properly, which is really cool. And what's really cool about this is it's not a quarter-to-quarter system. It's actually play-to-play. So from one play to the next, the weather can change. And from a few plays here to a few plays there, the weather can get noticeably worse, which I think is really cool. And they also
That's
upped the
hot.
presentation as well. They changed some of the team runouts. They added some different camera angles, some different aspects to certain teams. They're always kind of tinkering with this. You've also got the new equipment this year. You've got to talk about how good the equipment looks.
Yeah, you got the
Hanging
new
mouthpieces,
equipment. Yeah.
all different
You
colors.
got the hanging mouthpieces. We seen that.
Better helmet fits, helmet tilts. You've got things like reflective visors
I seen on Archmany they had the one-legged sleeve.
now, better cropped jerseys, the one leg sleeve, which people have been asking about for years, and it just makes the game look more authentic. And they also did some
it
good
makes it
work
real,
with
yeah.
the dirty jerseys, the players getting dirty in games as well, just adding more authenticity to the look of the game. There's a lot of other great tidbits you're going to find out as we get closer to the game, but I only had limited time to show you everything that I could today. Let me know what your favorite thing is that you saw in this video, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the other exclusive videos I've got coming very soon.
You're still torturing yourself with that play? That game was ages ago.
Begin a career that is full of possibilities at Allstate Career School.
One thing I really
In Los Angeles, just before
That was it.
I got to spend
was
some
it.
time with
All right, man. That was it. I'm getting College 27 in Madden too. If we do a Madden, I'll do a Madden tomorrow. But if you're new to me, like and subscribe, man. Yeah, if you're new to me, like and subscribe. I know I just said that junk, but it's about face man. I'm out. Bye.